right, you guys, strap on in because today we're going to be talking about Clavicular and the lawsuit he's facing. It is wild. So I want to just really quickly read you this article by South Florida 6. But before we get into anything, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Please, if you could do me a favor and decide that you like this video, please drop me a like and consider subscribing. So this article is titled "Looks Maxing Streamer Clavicular Sued for Battery Fraud by Teen Influencer in Miami." Controversial looks maxing influencer Clavicular is being sued in Miami-Dade by a teen influencer who is accusing him of battery. Alexandra, and we'll get into this right after I read this to you guys, Alexandra Mendoza, known online as Alora Ziva, is suing the streamer whose real name is Braden Peters. The lawsuit filed in Miami-Dade on Tuesday alleges battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, fraud, and unauthorized publication of name and likeness by Peters. The suit claims that in 2005, when she was 16 years old, so this girl, and I have videos of all of this, the girl was 16 years old, Mendoza was paid $1,000 by Peters to film videos and was told by Peters that he wanted her to be his female face for looks maxing. Peters assisted her with creating videos and writing scripts, and she posted 4 videos for him, the lawsuit claims. At one point, when Mendoza was in Massachusetts, Peters paid for an Uber to bring her to Cape Cod to his parents' home, where excessive amounts of alcohol were being served. The suit claims Peters served Mendoza vodka until she became drunk and then had sex with her, but she was intoxicated to the point where she was unable to give consent. Again, guys, this girl is 16 years old. After having sex with Mendoza, Peters sent her off in an Uber, and he didn't see her for another 6 months. In November 2025, Mendoza went out with a group of friends in Miami for a networking event and ran into Peters, who commented how her physical appearance had improved through looks maxing, and invited Mendoza and her friends back to his place for a streaming session. They got in Peters' Cybertruck believing they were going somewhere nearby, but he started driving to Delray Beach, and along the way they stopped at a charging station where Peters and his friends snorted a white powdery substance which they offered to Mendoza, but she refused. Once they arrived at their destination, Peters tried to kiss and seduce Mendoza, but she rejected him before he took her to a bedroom where they began live streaming. During the stream, Peters said he wanted to inject her with Aqualix to melt fat in her cheeks, and he injected her multiple times in both cheeks despite not being licensed to perform injections, and we have video of that. The lawsuit said Peters didn't tell Mendoza Aqualix wasn't approved by the FDA for injectable fat dissolving use, and during the video, Peters stated or suggested that methamphetamine had been added to the injection mixture. So yeah, injecting her with meth without her consent. And even if, like, I think now, he's obviously trying to deny these things, but let's say even if he had used like an unsterile needle, a lot of times kids do these things. They use dirty needles or they share needles, which you should never, ever, ever do. But as we know, he is a methamphetamine user. He brags about it all the time, meth maxing, right? If there had been the teeniest, tiniest drop of meth in that syringe, she would have gotten high. She would have felt, you can feel it, okay? So even if like he didn't purposefully put meth in the mixture, which would be crazy to do, why would you mix drugs with a medical solution? That's like mixing meth with filler or Botox. That's crazy. But let's say he didn't actually do that. Even if the syringe was unclean, if it was like reused, she would have felt that. You would absolutely get high from that. So after that encounter, Peter and Mendoza saw each other a handful of times, including instances where Peter paid bouncers to let Mendoza into bars and purchased alcohol for her. In early 2026, Mendoza signed a contract paying her $15,000 a month as a social media promoter for an online trading platform. And a short time later, Peters began a campaign to discredit Mendoza, and she lost her sponsorships. So he's now targeting her. Mendoza, who is now 18 years old, is seeking damages in excess of $50,000. My opinion, girl, you should be going for way more, but that's just my opinion. So NBC6 reached out to Peter's attorney, Steve Kramer, for a statement and was waiting to hear back. Kramer released a statement to other social media accounts earlier Wednesday. Basically, he is denying this entire thing, saying, "We are aware of the complaint filed against Mr. Peters. These are allegations only and remain unproven." The statement read, "Mr. Peters denies the claims and disputes the characterization of events. He will respond through the appropriate legal channels and intends to vigorously defend himself. We will not comment further at this time." So crazy, because Guys, like I always talk about, like these guys who want to portray themselves as alphas or looks maxers, all these like weird niche corners of the internet, these guys are crazy. Whether it's, being a PDF, allegations of DV, like we talked about recently with Holo, being in possession of literal CP, cheese pizza, and now Clavicular is like, and here's the thing, guys, check out these videos. This is the whole thing with these streamers. They're so stupid that literally they do not allow for any privacy in their lives. They stream every single little thing. But check out this video where he is literally injecting this 16-year-old girl, you guys, 16 years old.
I'm not a rookie.
So he says, I'm not a rookie. Yeah, well, guess what? You're also not a medical professional.
Did you make sure to mix a little bit of meth in the Aqualix?
See, they're like joking about it even. Oh, did you make sure to mix a little meth in the Aqualix?
Mix a little bit of meth in the Aqualix?
Yep.
That's how it would be if you ever want more.
Chat, we're looks maxing her. It's all good.
Oh, it's all good then. Oh, they're looks maxing her. Okay, all good. Oh, you're right. I thought you were just injecting her with some fat dissolving stuff and maybe a little bit of meth. But as long as you're looks maxing her, then you're good. As long as that's what's going on, then it's fine.
Dr. Clav?
This is a video of Clavicular injecting a 17-year-old. Now, you should never be injecting anyone unless you're a physician or a provider that has a proper license to inject, but this takes it to a whole nother level. I'm okay if you personally want to do looks maxing and that's your own decision, but this is definitely crossing an ethical line.
Yeah, no shit. And also, she was 16 at that time.
That should be good for this side. All right. What do you guys think? That's one side done with the Aqualux. All right. You guys Myron or what? You guys Myron?
W.
Myron.
We use needles. This is how they do Botox most of the time, guys.
Yeah.
Because I know there's going to be some stupid idiots coming after me being like, oh, well, she doesn't look like she, is uncomfortable with this. She looks like she's going along with it. She looks just fine with it. One, she's 16 years old. Two, this is such a power imbalance where, she's so young. She's trying to impress this guy who has all these followers. She thinks he's famous. She looks up to him, blah, blah, blah. Not only that, but they are also streaming this. So, she has the pressure from the chat trying to egg her on, trying to get her to go along with these things. So even if she puts her foot down or stands up to him, whatever, she's going to be afraid of what the chat is going to think of her and say about her. When you have all these dynamics going on with somebody who is so young, what do you expect? Of course she's going to go along with it, So anyways, just so incredibly sad. And not only that, but dude, you never ever want to remove fat from your face, especially when you are so young. Do not follow these trends. Even if it's trendy to get your face all contoured and get the fat removed, you are going to regret that so much down the road, because that is literally the only thing keeping your face from drooping when you get older. Fat keeps everything plump and youthful looking. If you don't have that fat, your face is literally just going to sag when you get older. It's going to be all wrinkly and saggy. You're going to have the craziest jowls ever. So please do not follow these crazy trends. I feel really bad for this girl, because she probably didn't know, and she probably is going to regret it one day, because that is a horrible thing to do, is dissolve fat in your face, especially by somebody who is not a medical professional, because what can happen with that is that it can come out all lumpy. And I think she even has a scar from it now, if I'm not mistaken. That is exactly what happens when you don't have an experienced professional doing it. You literally come out fucking lumpy and deformed. All the fat is all lumpy and not smooth. So it's just so crazy that I don't blame her at all. It's just so crazy that she was sadly not able to speak up for herself, and now I can see why she's suing him. But as I was saying, this kid is so stupid. Clavicular is so incredibly stupid, because not only was this live streamed, but the alligator incident, where I think the Florida wildlife is after him now for shooting that alligator. Yeah, I understand it was dead at the time, but they're still after him. He live streamed that. There was that incident where he literally ran somebody over, and surprise, surprise, he was live streaming then. again. And then he recently got arrested along with his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, who fucking knows, for literally setting up this girl, Jenny Popich, to get jumped. He instigated a fight between these two girls and was live streaming the entire thing. So like, how stupid are these kids? Every single one of these things, 4 incidents already where he was possibly committing crimes and was live streaming. But I just kind of want to end this video off with a few clips because Clavicular recently purchased a club for $5 million and he has been acting like a complete dick. I mean, he's always been a dick, but he's gotten worse ever since he purchased this club. I guess he thinks he's hot shit now. And now he is really treating women absolutely horribly, which is why I feel like, you know, this lawsuit may be a little bit of a lesson that personally I think he needs, because check out the way he was talking to his girlfriend on live stream recently when she wasn't listening to his requests.
I need to be able to rely on my girlfriend.
The fuck is this? Multi-grain?
All they had.
Not even the right kind.
I don't know why you think I'm lying.
I'm on the phone all day, doing work, however many hours a week, working my ass off. I don't even sleep anymore. And the second I want a grocery list taken care of, you can't even figure it the out. If you ever do some shit like this again, it's the last time. Execute. I need to be able to rely on my girlfriend. If I can't rely on you, then I can't be with you.
Okay.
So he brought another girl just to make her jealous.
They're saying I should make it for you.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
So he always does this thing where he treats women like shit, and then he starts reading the chat. This kid's obviously got something wrong with him. I don't know what the hell is going on with him, but he treats people like shit, and then he reads the chat and realizes, oh, you know, the chat doesn't like this. This isn't cool. And then he will either apologize or be like, oh, you know, oh, I was just joking. You know, we're just joking. We're just playing around. We know what you're doing. You're just saying that because you're reading the chat, and you realize that they don't think that shit's cool. So now he's gonna apologize to this girl that he literally just made cry because of the chat.
Come here. Not trying to be too hard on you, but there are just things that I really need done to continue success.
Such an asshole, dude. Such an asshole. So now he's telling his girlfriend that, you know, he's going to go to the club by himself tonight while she stays home and figures her shit out. Okay? See, this guy's such a dick, dude.
So guess what? I think you need to figure out how to be a woman, and maybe I'll get you an ebook right now.
An ebook? Fuck off, dude.
And I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go boss up in my club.
I'm gonna go boss up in my club. I'm a fucking retard, dude.
And you're gonna stay here and figure out your shit. You got it?
Okay. Ugh, I can't stand this kid. I cannot stand this kid. And she's way too good for him too, by the way. Like, I don't know what the fuck this girl's doing. But so check out the way he speaks to women. I'm showing you that there's a pattern here of him mistreating girls, talking to women horribly, disrespecting them, being borderline emotionally and, in my opinion, verbally abusive to women. So I feel like, you know, seeing all of this, it's easier to believe the sexual aspect of the lawsuit, because I already believe that he injected her. I mean, we saw it, obviously, but she is alleging that, you know, he had sex with her without her consent. And I'm just trying to say, I'm not saying whether he did or didn't. I'm not trying to convince you one way or the other. I'm just showing you a pattern, what kind of guy we're dealing with here and what else he might be capable of.
Damn, I just seen you were talking shit being a cunt bitch too. I just was scrolling on the comm.
Yo, bro. Can you bust
What's up
me
with that?
some of the tequila, my G?
You were just talking shit.
I wasn't.
You think it's a good idea to go on a live stream, embarrass me, talk shit?
Getting mad at this girl for embarrassing him and talking shit. Keep that in mind, okay?
You know what I mean? Like, fuck you. So if you want to do that and try to make me look bad in my own house, you could get the fuck out of here too.
and find your own way. So why don't you open the door as well? Open the door, and she can go.
But don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's just not about me.
You get out. You can get out. Hey, Joe, hold on. Just gotta wait for her to step
You
out.
fucking dick, dude.
Come on, don't give Joe a hard time. He works very hard. Can you just step out on your own? Joe! Can you get her out? Can you get her? Yeah, she's got it.
In front of everyone, like being such a dick.
No, let's see.
So he's so upset that this girl was humiliating him and embarrassing him on live, right? Well, check out the way he treats women on live streams. Tell me if this is not embarrassing to you, okay? Kicking out another girl, he has this like weird power trip of kicking out women at the drop of a dime, like being like, oh, get out, you know, you need to leave. It's like a boost to his ego, seeing these women like beg and ask to stay, whatever. It's just such a fucking dick move, and I have no respect for it. It's so gross. He does not deserve to be around women. Okay, this guy does not deserve to be around beautiful women because he doesn't know how to treat them. Now, you know, he was so upset that this girl was embarrassing him. Check this out.
My stream really doesn't like you, I guess.
I can go. I
No.
don't want them to be like.
I was gonna
hating
say
on
I
you.
could just, go real quick and send you on your way.
He said, we can go fuck real quick and I can send you on your way. What?
I mean, that's literally the only reason why you're here.
Look at her face. That's the only reason why you're here, he says.
The only reason why you're here.
Yeah. Oh my god, I don't want you to get hate. I feel like they don't like me.
Does she not look embarrassed to you? Would that not be so humiliating? Are you kidding me? And look at this. You know, speaking of embarrassing.
Would you ever consider facial surgeries? Or
Yeah.
I'm not saying you need anything, but now that you know
He's
this
not
guy.
saying about, yeah.
No, I'm just, so there's not.
Yeah?
First of all, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this girl. This asshole is asking her, you know, if she would ever consider plastic surgery. And he's like, I'm not saying you need it. And Clav is telling her, oh, he's not saying you need it, but I am. What the fuck, dude?
I think you should get surgery, yeah.
That's brutal. That's not nice, bro. I don't even say that to women, except for like every single one besides, I don't know.
So he's such a pussy. He can't handle women making fun of him or joking around with him on live. He says, you know, they're embarrassing him and talking shit, being a cunt bitch. He can't handle it, but he can dish it out. He can call women names. He can say they're ugly. He can say, you know, they need plastic surgery. He can have them rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10. And then when they say, you know, I'm an 8 or whatever, he'll tell them, oh, no, you're not. Like, this is what's wrong with you. You're a maxilla, fucking whatever the fuck, saying all this gay shit. Like, how do you even know all these terms? It's so weird.
Hi, he wanted to talk to you.
I did?
You want to talk to me?
Sure.
Wait.
He
Are
did.
you trying to me or what?
What?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm Brady.
It's Vietnamese.
Nice to meet you.
I know you stared at me, but
Huh? You saw that?
yeah, but you didn't come up to me. I don't like shy guys.
We're doing a stream. I'm not that into you, really.
You're not that into me?
I would have came over to you.
Oh.
Yeah. Your maxilla is quite recessed, you
What
know.
does that mean?
Just like your.
English is not my first language.
Oh yeah, so you have like a recessed maxilla, so I can't.
What does that mean?
And, you know, like your upper jaw, it's just a little recessed, so I can't. I mean, you know what I mean?
Are you looking at me? I don't know what that means.
I'm trying to can you explain to me what does
I
that
don't
mean?
know.
Yeah, it's just like a developmental flaw. It's no worries, but not into you. It's all good.
And he even accuses women of giving him STDs on live stream. Like, what are you doing, dude? Why are you streaming all of this? It's so crazy.
But I feel like you gave me chlamydia or something.
No, that was not me. That was probably one of the.
Dude,
other-
after we had sex, it hurt to pee.
Oh really? I bet it did. After the.
I limped to you too off pre-gab.
Really?
So.
So why are we lying now?
I'm not being fully honest. I was pretty high. I limped to you.
But the second a girl is mean to him or makes fun of him or anything, he is a little crybaby, a little fucking baby back bitch, and kicks them out, makes them go home. This kid is such a pussy, dude. Absolute pussy. And he does not deserve, he should be, you know, surrounded by men who want to fucking peg him and kiss his ass, because those are the only people he deserves to be around. He is a disgusting, pathetic loser. Okay. Anyways, guys, there are so many examples of him being rude, mean, disrespectful, just absolutely disgusting to women. I literally pulled, let me see, 38 clips. 38 clips of him being crazy disrespectful to women. And obviously I can't sit here and play all of them, but I just like kind of picked a few that I wanted to showcase. And those are the ones I just found, you know, right off the bat. I'm sure there are many more. This guy is a monster, okay? And he does not know how to treat women. He's a little pussy because, like I said, anytime, you know, the shoe's on the other foot and he gets a taste of his own medicine, he can't handle it because he's a little bitch. Anyways, you guys, I can't stand this kid, but thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, and I guess we'll wait and see what happens with this lawsuit. I hope she wins. I hope karma does her thing, and I'll keep you guys updated. Anyways, please like this video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.